Are you recording?
Podcasting is done, dude.
Yes. Well, I mean, yeah.
What do you want to hear?
Just something that sounds like garbage.
I have more days where I'm hammered than I'm not.
Beer is like, it's like Needs Warrior.
Yeah.
And then I took a bunch of shrooms.
Dude.
It was awesome. Let's go.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Garbage Days, your favorite weekly podcast. I mean, I get it. Look, you're obsessed with us. It makes sense. I'm one of your co-hosts, Brendan Saglow, being joined with me, as always, except for that one time.
And
Scott,
forever.
Scott,
Remember that song? What's up, buddy?
No, I
was
don't.
on Romeo and Juliet soundtrack.
Test. Really? The one with Leonardo DiCaprio?
Yeah. No, the Shakespeare one. The one directed by William Shakespeare.
Do you think they had soundtracks back then? Like, do you think that they had plays where, people were playing music and everything, which we know they had, like operas and stuff, but do you think they put it on wax or something? And then they had that cranky thing and they were like, this is from the Romeo and Juliet soundtrack.
I mean, yeah, I think plays and music went along a lot back then.
Plays and music?
Yeah, like plays and music.
Oh, plays and music.
Like a production and music. Yeah, so I think that's a major thing.
Okay. So
think about, because you're talking about Shakespeare times, right? Which you'd go yeah, probably. Mm-hmm. Or at least they would incorporate popular songs into plays. That's probably what they were doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then when movies came out, a lot of the first movies with voices in it were musicals and plays.
Okay.
Because it was look, we can finally put voices on a screen. And so they made them sing at first. And I think it also made it easier. I think that's why too, because then you could just play a record while a person was on the screen. So you could cheat. You could make a movie have sound before you could actually make a movie have sound. Because you play a record while a person was singing on the thing.
Well, a lot of movies.
I could have made that up. I might have just been a genius in 19.
Look, we're on episode 72, 73, I think.
Yeah, I just solved the mystery for some people in 1932.
Let's just establish that, everything we say could be made up.
Almost everything. Or at least just tremendously over-exaggerated. I think that's usually what happens.
Yes, that's what it is. We are tremendously over-exaggerated. But I do think that there were movies, times where they would have a piano player, playing.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, they'd give people the sheet music and they'd go play along to the thing, and then it would be don't. And yeah, it'd be kind of shitty because they would play just whatever. But Charlie Chaplin was really good at writing music. And so that's another reason his movies were better than everybody else's.
Is there anything that man can't do?
Because you could actually enjoy the music that went along with it because it wasn't just some dummy at a.
We're not machines. We're men.
Oh, that's badass too,
that's
right?
Fucking
yeah, modern
badass,
time.
dude.
He finally talks, and then
he says this
movie.
amazing speech. It's crazy.
It's badass.
He's if Silent Bob was important. You know what I mean?
He was then's Rage Against the Machine too, though. That's some crazy shit he just did. He smashed a guitar. I mean, that's crazy.
Oh, I love that. Kevin Smith always has that and then Silent Bob will say something, and it's yeah, but you're putting that in every movie, so we're just expecting.
But what does he do? Because I stopped watching them, man.
I know.
I got real sick of their shit.
Me too. They're really for 14-year-olds. You know what I mean?
No, not even now though. I think now they're for 47-year-olds.
You think so?
Yeah, who are man, we still gotta find our way down to Asbury one day and go to the secret stash.
Yeah,
or was it Red Bank?
It's Red Bank, New Jersey.
Yeah, there's guys like that. It's dude, maybe we should go there and.
You ever been
just
there?
Go to the comic book store. Yeah, I've been there, of course.
Of course you have. Fuck.
Yeah, but it was
cool?
when I first got my license, and it was
Is it cool?
No, it's just a comic book store.
I used to have little Jay and Silent Bob action figures. I was obsessed. I would get T-shirts and shit. I had Jay's T-shirt from Mallrats, which was one of my favorite T-shirts.
My buddy Rob was really into them, and then so we got into them because of him. But...
Yeah, and I had that beanie that said Snoogans on it.
Yeah, that's what my buddy had. The Snoogans. I was so jealous of that shit. He can't I remember seeing him 2 days after Christmas, and he had that
so
shit, and I was
lame.
just fuck.
So fucking
I need
lame,
that.
dude. Yeah, I mean, one time me and my buddy stood outside of a convenience store for hours because that's what they were doing, but they were selling drugs and we weren't. So
you're just eating 99-cent like gummy bears.
yeah, we were standing outside of a pharmacy that was right around the block from my house and just listening to music and stuff. And we were like, look, we're them. We're just like them.
I'm doing the robot. And you were silent, Bob. You just sat there silently.
No, I was Jay, baby. I was Jay. I know, it's fucking awful, dude.
That is fantastic.
How was your weekend?
Yeah, it was good.
What'd you do?
Good. Oh, I did a show.
Oh yeah, Saturday, right? How was the show?
It's awesome, dude. These shows are awesome. They're my thing.
They're your thing.
Yeah, dude. 8 people and the possibility of a thunderstorm.
That's your thing.
That's my fucking thing. Absolutely.
That's the Scott Chaplin way.
Yep,
yeah,
dude.
you know, it's okay. I've just been like, I've been taking a break from video games. I just kind of want to relax and watch movies now at night or like TV shows. And I bought all of because I already had the third season, fourth season, and fifth season of Louis, and I was like, second season is by far the best season, so I was like, I'm gonna buy that. And I've just been watching the second season. I finished it in like a night, and I'm just like, oh my god, I miss indoor stand-up. I really fucking miss this shit, because it's like every episode has indoor stand-up in it, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is so much fun. Outdoors,
yeah,
it's just like
hard.
What the fuck are we doing anymore?
No, I think it's cute. I think it's cute, and it's a moment, and you just gotta fucking enjoy it.
You're right. It is just a moment in time that
it's like a cool moment. Yeah.
I could still miss indoor stand-up though.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I do.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I did Saturday?
No.
So I get a call from my sister. Okay, got a little story here. I get a call.
She says, Mom can't breathe. I said, I'm filming something with Feeney.
I can't talk right now. We're filming a sketch that will get 2,000 likes, maybe. Or not
That's
even
a good
likes,
amount.
views.
Yeah.
Views.
Hey man, whatever. Hey dude, what can you do?
Just keep it pushing. And so I get a call from my sister Saturday. She goes, "What are you doing tonight?" And I go, "Nothing." Why? She goes, "My sister works at SNL, right?" So she goes, "We have 2 seats open. We got to fill the seats. Do you want to come watch SNL?" And I go, "Yeah, sure." And I go, "Do I have to find a guy, or are you just going to pair me up with some schmuck?" And she goes, "Obviously find a guy," which I was like, "Okay, you don't have to give me attitude about it. Okay, I don't know how this shit works." So we go, but it's dress rehearsal anyway. It's not even like the show. So we go
okay,
which, dress rehearsal is so different than the show. I feel like they don't even give a fuck about dress rehearsal. They're doing the lines. They're like yawning while saying the lines. You know what I mean? They're still filming it and stuff, but
yeah.
So we get there. It's so fucking cool, man. I get my buddy Jacob to come. We smoke a joint. We go out to fucking 30 Rock, and we're just like completely underdressed, by the way. Every single person is like wearing something amazing, like
a mask.
Yeah, and me and we don't believe conspiracies, so we know what's really up. So we're not wearing a mask. No, we were just like wearing like Timberland boots and shit, and like walking in like we're fucking gaffers on it. Like I think we could have been like, yeah, I think we could have just held something and go, where do we put this? And they're like, oh, bring that over to fucking, and we could have just snuck in.
Just a 2x4.
And we get there. It's very exciting. It's very exciting. I don't know if have you ever
watched, Ben, yeah.
It's so exciting. It's like, you
really
sit
cool.
there and everything. But when you're in that lobby, that room, that's like, dude, that NBC waiting lot, the Peacock room, they call it.
Yeah.
That is, I mean, they had a DJ play and they were coming up with like drinks and stuff. I felt like we were at Lauren Michaels' bar mitzvah. It was awesome.
Yeah, it's cool.
And my sister.
Who was the host? I don't remember who the host is.
Dan Levy.
Oh yeah, from Schitt's Creek, right?
Yeah, from Schitt's Creek. So so we're waiting in line, and everybody is like, they're very much like, they're all wearing masks with face things, and if you get close to anybody, they're like, whoa, man. By the way, everyone that works at NBC, sans my sister, is a cunt. Every single person that we came into contact with was like a showbiz cunt. Like, fuck you, you're a page, you don't do anything. You know what I mean? They were just like, they're like, and also, so we go in, they give you little character names for your group. So it's like a character from the show. And we were the Debbie Downers. I know. And we were the Debbie Downers, which I forgot was a character on the show. So they kept going Debbie Downers, Debbie Downer. And I was like, I started getting like Long Island mad, where I was like, why the fuck are they calling us? Bro, why are you calling us?
I'm not a Debbie Downer. It's just, this is too much of a weight, and you guys are acting like cunts. I'm telling you. Why did you show up there so upset?
But I finally
Amazing.
After like 16 times of everybody that works there calling us Debbie Downers, I go, why are you calling us Debbie Downers? And they're like, it's a character from the show. And I go, oh, yeah, I remember. That was funny. But we get there. The lady is immediately like, whoa, I misheard what the guy at the front desk said. So he come in and he's like checking off things. And he goes, have you been in contact with any, have you been feeling any symptoms lately? And I go, no. And he goes, have you had COVID? And I go, no. And then he goes, have you been in contact with anybody that had COVID? And I thought he said, have you been in contact with anybody in the past couple of weeks? And I'm like, yeah. I said to him, I went, oh, yeah. Like, him and the guy's like, what? he was like, what? And I went, wait, what did you say? And he went, I have you been in contact with anybody with COVID? And I was like, oh, no. So that was already. And then he didn't even laugh at me going, oh, what a hilarious misunderstanding that we just had. He was just like, all right, fucking go. So I'm like, all right. So we go. They make us do COVID tests, our own COVID tests. And it was like the first time that I did the thing where you put it all the way up your nose. It felt so fucking weird, but I got to do it myself. Yeah. And that guy was a cunt too. He was trying to be funny, but he was being rude about fucking everything. We were also incredibly high. So I'm like, they're like, okay, so you take the thing, you go like this and blah, blah. And I'm like,
yeah, it sounded like you took a lot of things very personally.
Yeah, I think I did.
You should have went in there looking for a job, dude.
Well, listen to this. So
no.
No.
He walked into the studio. He notices Lauren talking in the corner. He realizes this is his opportunity. He's the next Chris Farley. He fake trips down the steps and tumbles.
So
he goes, holy shnikes.
No, I come up with my own thing, but it kind of sounds like that. I go, holy splurts. So we wait in this line, right? And my friend Jacob is so funny. This page comes up to us, and she's supposed to walk us to this line that's like whatever. So that's her job. So she walks in, and we're just bantering. She's like, so you guys excited? The amount of times people said, are you excited? And we just had to go like, totally. Like, I don't even give a fuck about Dan Levy that much. But this, like, she was like, who are you more excited for? She goes, who are you more excited for? The host or the musical guest? And I just went, both. This is just a crazy experience. Because what am I going to do? I'm going to go, I got free tickets to do this. I don't really give a shit. You know what I mean? So I went,
or you
both.
pick one and or you go, oh, a musical guest. And she goes, get the fuck out.
Yeah. She just goes silent and goes like, okay, this is your spot. The musical guest is O.J. Simpson.
That was not supposed to be the answer.
But this is how funny my friend Jacob is. So we're walking and we're bantering, whatever, me and this fucking Paige. And she goes, all right, here you go, right here. And I go, all right. And my friend Jacob goes, wow, you guys were really getting along. You should get her number. And I go, please. This is who she is with everybody. Okay, you got to be around more showbiz people. Are you fucking kidding me? Get her number? What are you,
showbiz
crazy?
People? She's seating you at like a theater.
Yes, I know, but she's a.
You need to go
Paige.
See more movies in the Times Square area.
You know what I fucking mean, dude. She's a Paige.
You need to fall into more tourist traps.
She wants to be in the fucking business, so she knows what she's doing. Okay, she's not hitting on me.
Brendan was looking for the Jimmy Fallon chair set up so he could get a picture in front of it. He thinks that's still cool.
Well, dude, a part of me was like, I don't know if I want to go to this. I don't know if I want to go as like a fucking guy. You know what I mean?
I've been there, man. I've been there. I did that for a while where it was like, I'm not going to this place until I am passed at this place. And
Yes,
you go, well, that doesn't even make any sense. They kind of have to see
exactly.
you in a way.
Exactly. So the chick comes over, whatever. Then my sister, who is in full work mode, she's got a fucking thing, a little, pad, and she's walking up. She's like, "Hey, how?" She immediately yells at me for getting too close to another group, and I go, "Don't yell at me just because you're in fucking work mode." I was like, "Just fucking calm down." She's like, "I'm sorry," blah blah blah. So then she goes,
"I'm still the brother. I'm still the big brother. The big brother."
I'm a little brother, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
So. I'm still the big brother, okay?
You don't get to tell me where to sit just because you're
I'm
at
gonna tell
work.
Mom.
Shit, I want to sit in the front.
I want to sit on the stage.
I told Jacob we were sitting in the front.
I told Jacob we were sitting in the front is so funny. Are you gonna make me look stupid in front of Jacob? And she's like scrambling.
So maybe look. Where's Lauren? I'll tell Lauren then. Fine, that's fine.
I'll tell Lauren with his weird fucking name that's not a name. So
wow, you're right. That's not a name. Whose name is that? Fucking
name. It's not.
Do you know any Laurens?
It's not Lauren. So I don't know any Laurens. Who I saw him. He was walking around. I was like, "Whoa!"
Oh yeah. I've walked past him before.
This fucking guy.
Very tiny, right? He's so tiny.
Tiny man.
Yeah, dude. I almost picked him up and ran.
So my sister comes up to me. She's like, "How exciting is this?" And I go, "Yes, this is exciting. Everybody's talking about how fucking exciting this is." And she goes, "I got a surprise for you too." And I go, "What?" I'm like, "What is it?" And she's like, I can't tell you." And I'm like, "Jesus, what are you talking about? You can't." I'm like so overstimulated just by being there.
You think you're gonna have to do warm up?
dude, the thought
you're like, fuck, it's my time, but it's not. It's not quite my time.
The thought crossed my path that I was like, Jesus, what is she gonna have? Like one of the cast members come say hi, like I'm a fucking chode. You know what I mean? And what if it's a guy I know? You know what I mean? It's like, get away from me, get away from me. And then I'm like, my brain is going to crazy places where
you're like, I'm in a sketch. I say live from New York. They're gonna have me say live from New York. My God, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Success is my only motherfucking option. Failure's not.
Oh my God.
So then what happened?
So fucking funny. So she tells me and I go, "You can't even like whisper it in my ear." And she goes, no. And she goes, "It's nothing big. It's nothing big, but I can't tell you." And I'm like, "What the fuck is this?" So I'm like completely thrown off. My anxiety is through the fucking roof now. I'm like, what could it be? If she's like, "Hey, look, it's your friend." She's like brings Michael Che over or whatever. I'm like, I don't know this guy. I've drank with this guy, but what are you doing? I'm thinking all that shit. And anyway, so we go. I'm fucking filled with anxiety. My Jacob is trying to calm me down. He's like, "Dude, there's nothing you can do." I'm like, "Why would she say that? What the fuck? Why would she even say that to me?" So we sit down, we watch the show, right? We're watching the show. Dan Levy's doing his monologue, and Eugene Levy is there, which is pretty cool. He's in a box or something. They do a joke. Cool,
yeah.
Yeah. And Jacob goes,
like, Second City's Eugene.
Was he in Second City?
Yeah. Oh, you didn't know that? I thought you knew that.
I didn't know that. No. I don't know anything about Eugene Levy.
Oh, wow, man. You don't know your comedy history.
Oh, so
that used to really matter to me.
To know that Eugene Levy was in Second City?
Yeah, like comedy history used to really matter to me. I was a psycho.
You don't think I know comedy history just because I don't know Eugene Levy?
No. Hey, man, look, see? And it matters to Brendan, too, and that's why he's so hurt right now.
Yeah, I know.
It's a weird thing. We're like, I'll shit on comedy all day, but I'm just like, there is a history.
There is a history. Well, it is a part of our culture. We do have a culture, you and I, that we share.
Yeah, sure.
White people culture.
True.
Anyway, whatever. So I don't know what that meant. I was trying to find something. You left me out to dry.
Sometimes
you just said,
you got
okay,
it.
sure.
Yep.
Sometimes you just gotta let the boat sink while you're on the other boat.
Exactly.
So Jesus Christ, dude, for the past 3 weeks, every time we've recorded, I've gotten diarrhea. I have to diarrhea right now, but I'm gonna hold it.
Dude, that's crazy. Me too. Every Monday for the last at least 2 weeks.
Do you think that's some sort of spirit telling us that we should stop doing this show?
Yeah, there's some sort of like, this is shit. This is unhealthy shit.
I actually got a very nice email, which I'll read, and it has to do with the show. So
that's cool.
Whatever.
That's cool.
So okay, we're sitting in the seats. Eugene Levy is there. Jacob turns to me. He goes, "I bet that was the surprise." And I go, "Why would that be the surprise? Why would she even bring that up? I'm not like a huge Eugene Levy fan. Like I think the guy's fucking hilarious. I was doing an impression of him being like, now, son," which is bad.
Yeah, no, it's not bad.
Now, Jim.
So you're wondering why she would think this means anything to you, and you're like, shit, and then you went, oh my God, that one time she caught me fucking a pie.
Yeah, exactly. So it's so funny, dude. Like when you're in that Peacock Lounge, they're pumping you with coffee, they're pumping you with water, and they're like just giving. And I'm like, ooh, I had like 13 Celsius, and I'm just putting those down.
Up the jams,
pump it up while your feet are stomping.
Yep. They're like, remember Will Ferrell? And you're like, ah,
yeah,
love that
hell
shit.
Yeah.
They're like, Cheerio Terry, and you're like, ah,
and they're like,
Horatio Sands,
Nick DeMarcus, or whoever that new guy is.
Yeah. It's the more recent years.
Yeah. Chloe Feynman, and you're like, cool. Who? By the way, look. You know me. I'm a gentleman in all occasions. Okay, I treat women with respect, but I would let that chick Chloe fucking like go for a jog and then wipe her vagina on my face like a slug.
I gotta see who this is.
Chloe Feynman. She's fucking hot. If you didn't get that from my horrible, disgusting, ungentleman.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, we all got it. Oh yeah, she looks like a person.
She's a smoke show. So anyway, so we're sitting there, and I would say an hour in, so it's like an hour and 45 minutes because they're doing extra sketches because they're doing dress, right? Mm-hmm. Which, by the way, they did one of the sketches while people were moving fucking like things around, and you couldn't hear shit. And I was like, how are they even? And the sketch bombed because of it. You know what I mean? When you're doing a show and you're on stage and something's happening and everybody's kind of looking at it and you're like, fuck, this is all done.
Yeah.
Anyway, so about an hour in, me and Jacob have to violently pee. And they said over and over and over again, pee now because you will not be able to pee. And I peed twice, by the way, before I went in. I went to the bathroom twice because I didn't want this to happen. And I just couldn't fucking concentrate. We both couldn't. We're like, come on, end this now. The whole
when they say that,
was ruined.
Doesn't it feel like law? Yeah, it really feels like it's just an absolute ultimate punishment.
Yeah.
Every time I've been in a recording that's happened, they're like, if you have to pee, either pee now or you can't pee this entire time. And it's like,
forever hold your peace.
No.
Or forever hold in your peas.
Sorry,
I wrote that's on a notepad right next to me. Yeah, dude, it kind of ruined the whole fucking, not the whole experience, but the last half of it was like, who gives a shit about any of this? I was like, I want to go home. I want to pee. I got to get the fuck out of here. So we leave. And by the way, this is the loophole that SNL. This is why SNL could keep going with audience members. It's because they pay you, dude. They gave us $150 each.
Look at Brennan trying to get his sister fired. And get this. They're selling children to have sex with. We laughed. They offer you a child.
That is known shit, dude. That's not a secret. So no one's getting fired.
So that's part of it. You get how much? How much do you get paid? Are you allowed to say that?
I just told you. Maybe if you weren't in your own head thinking about sex trafficking jokes, you would have heard it.
I'm sorry, man. It's lonely in this head.
It's lonely in this head. $150 each. And
wow.
I was saying
that's not bad, dude.
I said
that was the surprise. That was your sister's surprise.
No,
She's like,
I knew about.
I heard you were hard on your luck. Have fun, buddy. And you were like, you fucking bitch.
No, the surprise was, get this. So we leave. We see my sister. I go, hey, I love you. Thank you so much. This was a great experience. I had a lot of fun. I leave. I turn to Jake. We immediately have to find a place to pee. We duck into like by Times Square. We find a parking garage or something, and just it was one of those pees where I'm forcing it out because I still feel it, but it like my dick was telling me it's done. You know, it's like, and then it goes, and I'm like, there's more. So I'm like pushing.
Nope.
Anyway, so I that happens, and I text my sister and I go, hey, what was that big surprise that I've been thinking about for the entire time? What's the thing that ruined the experience for me? And she goes, oh, Eugene Levy was there. And I was like, I don't give a fuck about Eugene Levy. I don't care.
You say that to her?
No, I said, oh, that's funny. Why would I say that to her? Come on.
I'm too nice. I would have been like, oh, yes, it was an absolute pleasure seeing that legend. I knew I was seeing SNL, but to see history unfold in front of me, that's what I did.
And he was only in one thing. He wasn't even like in any of the sketches.
Yeah.
It was weird, though. Like when he was getting on the stage for like the goodbye part, which, by the way, I've always hated when SNL did that. I always hated when the credits came and they were like, and they're all waving and shaking hands.
I love that.
What? You love that?
Yeah, it's cute. Good job,
it's
team.
Cute.
It reminds you that
good job,
it's like
team.
A production happened in front of you.
Oh my God! You know what's a good job, team? The checks they get at the end of every week. You have no
respect for the stage. That's why people hate SNL now. They go like, "Oh, it's not funny." It's like it's a staged thing. You're watching it like it should be Chappelle's show. It's not the same thing.
I mean, it was amazing live.
It's a totally different art form.
Totally.
Yeah, you go see it live, and you're like, "This is the coolest shit ever."
Totally.
And then they bow at the end, and I love it.
No, they're chodes. Okay, I mean. Look, I have respect for them. I have respect for the show, but now you're forcing me to watch you hug each other. Come on. This is crazy. Let me go home. You know, good job. Oh, good job. You did so good. Yeah.
Well, that's the problem now. It's like entertainment used to be a thing that they would give you, and then you'd go, oh, thank you for that service. And now we get so much of it, you're just like, don't give me a moment to appreciate what you just gave me.
Yeah.
Next. That's what you. Pee time. Next thing. That's your fault.
Yeah.
You go, thank you for that that entertainment, especially during a pandemic. Wow.
Yeah.
Unbelievable what you guys did. But instead you go, fine, piss.
Yeah, but it's like, what do you do? Imagine yourself on that stage.
I thought Will Forte, at least a Will Forte cameo. I don't understand. I heard Will Arnett was in town. This is crazy.
Why? No, but imagine if you were on stage. Imagine yourself on that stage waving to everybody. Hey, good job.
Oh, yeah, It probably feels gross. Absolutely.
It's so gross. It probably feels so fucking gross. Like,
it's dreadful.
Yeah, that's why all the cool cast members don't do it.
Is that true? That happens?
I don't know.
I do love that. The guy who has SNL, who's just like, this is dumb, standing in the back every time. Fuck this shit.
Yeah. You mean Pete? That's all we're talking about. Pete Davidson.
Oh, he does that? I didn't know.
No, I don't know. I have no idea. He's just a funny guy to say. He's like a funny.
Yeah. Well, it's a fun name to say too. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So all in all, good experience. I got paid. I was riddled with anxiety and piss, but what are you gonna do?
When I went, I hung out in the writers' viewing room, and so
no, it
wasn't la-di-da. That's just where I was.
Well,
and
aren't you something?
And so you watch it from the corner, like you're watching it, like in a show. You ever see like when they're doing surgery in a show, and then the people stand behind the thing and you go, is that real? Is that how doctors' places look? That's crazy. That's the coolest.
Yeah.
It was like that. So yeah, I guess doctors' places do have it like that. And John Cena was hosting, and it was so I got a kick.
Is that why you got it? It was Che texted you and was like, John Cena's coming, you want to go?
It was Drew Michael, and I was like, dude, I want to see Jim Carrey. I want to see Tom Hanks. I want to see like an icon. And they're like, hey, a wrestler is doing it. You want to come? And it's like,
John Cena.
Yeah, what the fuck do you think of me, bro? Also, he's like a corny wrestler, like he's literally a Make-A-Wish kid's choice for
Really?
SNL host. Yeah, he's like the #1 Make-A-Wish kid person. And then finally, my friends, after years of working at the place, go, hey, a Make-A-Wish guy is hosting. Hey, maybe let's ask Scott to come around this time. How fucked is that, right? How do you view a man?
Hey,
like a sick boy. That's how.
They're going, oh, what is? I get it though. That's like if fucking MXPX was playing and they were like, let's get Brendan, or like some corny rapper or something.
What do you think of me? Yeah.
Yeah. They were
Kevin,
like,
Kevin Federline is hosting as a goof because fuck him and everybody who would go see it. And they go, let's call Scott and Brendan. We go, what?
Yeah. They're like, yeah. We're like, what? Why would I?
Make sense?
Did he
like
host?
A vendetta. Yeah.
Did he host one year?
Who?
Kevin Federline.
One he probably made a cameo. Though.
I bet he did. I bet he hosted one. They always sometimes get like, they should get that Gangnam Style guy to fucking.
Hey, what's this Free Britney shit? They should get the Gangnam Style guy, but I think the country is a little too on edge, and there's too many people who are convinced that we're about to be overtaken by something. And I think having any Korean guy or whatever he is sing would scare people.
Yeah, Gangnam is take over. Kill the infidels. That's what that means.
Exactly. I think something like that.
Open king the infidels.
Didn't he get in trouble for saying some shit like that?
No,
he said some shit like that.
I'm not paying attention to that dude's life.
Well, no, but hey, like a year or two ago, he said something shitty.
Put on the blue suit, do the little dance, and get your check, and leave me alone.
Leave me alone. I'm a baby.
No, I don't know what's going on, but what were we just talking about before that? The host, fuck, man. What did you just say? Oh,
I think I asked you about Free
Britney.
What do you know what that's about? Because I literally don't.
Well, this is the fullest to my extent. I know that when the Free Britney hashtag came out, it was this whole thing about how Britney is like having she's under basically like mental babysitting where she's kind of like losing it, I guess, but like, she's like a prisoner to her dad. Like her dad gets all of her money and gets to like give her allowances and stuff. So like instead of her being an adult or whatever, so like, and she's like locked in her house. Do you like follow her on Instagram?
No.
Well, she's wild on Instagram. She's like, hey guys, I'm fine. It's like fucking weird. You're like, are you? It feels very like hostage negotiation kind of thing. And then I think a documentary just came out the other day about Britney Spears and like how fucked up she is and everything. Like, dude, I'll show you a video. Hold on. Open Gangnam Style.
This is the perfect like horror story for white girls who still love Britney Spears.
Yeah, it's like
of like, dad won't leave me alone. That's like right up their alley.
Number 1 is to meditate.
Oh, this poor girl.
Number 2 is to take a cooking class. Number 3.
Let me expand this. Hold on.
Well, dude, this is a midlife crisis maybe at this point, right? Because she's what, 40?
Well, like, look at her.
Well, yeah, she's just dressed like, dude, my aunt went through a midlife crisis and dressed exactly like that. When women go through midlife crisis, that's what people don't talk about. They don't just dress like younger. They dress ridiculous.
Yeah.
They dress like they're going to a Wet T-shirt concert.
That's why I'm never going to stop dressing like this, so that whenever I go through my midlife crisis, they're like, I guess they don't. This is just who.
No,
he
Brendan.
Is.
Yeah, it's it's just crisis. It's
just crisis. It's been
the whole time
crisis.
It's not just you not changing your clothes. I'm never gonna change my clothes because then midlife crisis they'll go, oh no, the whole time.
No, Brendan's just going through a life crisis. I want to read this email that we got from this guy. We usually don't read emails, but I think this is really just to kill time, I think. By a guy named, I don't even think this is his real name, but Ramen Noodles. You think that's his real name? Said, just wanted to let you know, I think Garbage Days is an awesome podcast, man. Saw that you were funny as shit on Skeptic Tank, so decided to try out your show. You and Scott are so entertaining, man. It's refreshing to hear dudes my age talk about shit that me and my boys would talk about. The big podcast, this is where it was like, okay. He goes, the big podcasts are great. The big podcasts are great, but you guys are so much more relatable for single dudes in their 20s. Scott is not single, but completely get it. I feel like this is the best time to be a fan because you guys tell the kinds of stories that older comics reminisce about, except in real time. So, yeah, and then he just compliments me. So, thank you, Ramen. Thank you for listening. Thanks for
being noodles. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for joining and being a, what do we call our people? Garbage babies or whatever?
People, man. That's why they like us. We just treat them like people.
Also, speaking of emails, Spectrum has been emailing me about changing my modem for some reason, and I'm like,
what's Spectrum autism?
Funny.
Huh?
So
that's a bit. Is that a bit?
And
then something about like changing your modem, but like because you have a robot brain because of autism.
Changing that a bit. I'd work on it for sure. Thanks. But how weird is that? It's like they're like, they're like, we're sending you another modem, which I got right here, but it's like, why? What's going to happen to this one? They're like, action required. Please, like, is this thing going to fucking grow legs and kill me?
Man, creepy. What is that SSP? What does that mean? It looks like cum on your jacket.
This is the Skanks podcast. They, those girls.
Oh, that's very sweet. Yeah. They're great.
Yeah, they're good. So yeah, so I'm wearing it. So they sent me a zip up hoodie. I haven't had a zip up in fucking forever.
Oh, they're the best. They always break though, no matter what.
I was thinking recently, I think I saw somewhere that girl Alex from the Skanks podcast was talking about that song Nat by Eminem, and she's like, I don't want to hear him rap about COVID, and that just made me so mad. I was just like,
oh my God, Brendan.
I was just like, let me get it out. Oh, fuck. I have to hold on. I was like, why wouldn't you why wouldn't you make art that's topical? Why wouldn't you make art that expresses how you feel? No. Let's just hear him talk about whatever, Made me so mad.
Yeah, but when he does rap about it, it feels kind of completely empty.
Why? Because
it just does. It's just a feeling. It just happens, man. It's just he's older.
Everything
and he's
he raps about like feels empty.
How many millions? And it's just there's an emptiness to it. It's okay,
Well, it's just strange.
Thank you so much for your art.
He really had to run so that other rappers could walk because rap is like you can hear.
This is Michael Jordan, man. This is sports. This is his team. This is a war. This is his country.
A lot of other
Eminem, dude. He's gonna die. He's gonna die for this man.
I will die for this.
This is his Confederate flag, and that's what's gonna happen to us Eminem fans. We're gonna be treated like fucking Confederates, and we're gonna be hanging out listening to fucking Real Slim Shady, and people are gonna go, "You piece of shit."
That's fine.
It's gonna be our lives in the future, dude.
If that means there's gonna be some fucking statues of Marshall hanging out, then fine.
They're coming for us.
I was just like. It is weird. It's like you could hear like Elton John or whatever sing a song about really how they feel and everything. And it's like, this is amazing art. But then Eminem kind of does it. And you're like, it is weird that this is rap music. You know what I mean? It is very strange a little bit. Like Eminem could rap about, being in this big house, but feeling alone and blah, blah, blah. And if that was Billy Joel, you'd be like, this is an amazing sad masterpiece.
Yeah, because they're like more poetic with it, and rap is just literal, and so it comes off a little sillier. It's like joking about it.
Yeah.
Like, yes, he is talking about COVID, but he's making the dumbest like references that I heard guys bomb with.
Yeah.
Right before we all went into lockdown, like the bat joke,
Yeah, that is kind of.
That's why it's like, oh, I don't want to hear him talk. That's why we're like, oh, we don't want to hear Eminem talk about it because he's not like talking about it. He's making jokes about it that we've been hearing forever.
You uncultured swine.
Boom, got you.
No. You're
I
both
found a way.
pigs.
I don't even know if I believe it, but I found a way.
No. Doesn't that feel good?
Did.
Doesn't that feel good to find a reason, even if you don't believe it? Like to find, like to find the path to an answer.
I think I grew up on Eminem. Like for the most part, that's probably what I listened to the most, maybe. And then but then the Beatles and the Temptations and shit like that.
Okay.
But
what a weird mix.
But really, before that, it was just soundtracks. Going back to the soundtrack,
Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, it was just it was Beverly Hills Ninja soundtrack, the fucking Wayne's World soundtrack. And I identify so much with like Eminem things, and I get so defensive over music like that. But I'm not defending these soundtracks. Like that was our lives. That's most people listen to soundtracks until they're like 11.
Yeah.
It's like your entire childhood. And then we're acting like middle school was what the music we loved forever. When really it was just the fucking Mystery Men soundtrack.
The Mystery Men.
It's crazy. It was just the
and Alvin
Shrek
and the
soundtrack.
Chipmunks.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, no, that's what I actually like.
Millennium I had on cassette.
Yeah, we never talk about that. It's crazy.
They're talking about it now.
That's true.
So, you know.
Do you remember that song Turning Japanese?
Yeah. I'm turning Japanese.
That was on
I really think so.
That was on the Beverly Hills Ninja soundtrack. Do you know what that song's about?
Dating a Japanese girl, I'm sure.
How does that make any sense?
I'm turning Japanese. He's going
Japanese, and it's about dating a Japanese girl.
Yeah, it makes sense. He used to date white women, and now he's turning Japanese. He likes Japanese women. Asian
like
chicks.
bi, like he's turning bi.
Yeah. Why? What is it about? Because I feel like you have the answer.
I do have the answer.
What's the answer?
Fucking nuts.
Okay.
Man.
Okay.
So it's like I got your picture. I got a picture of me and you. You wrote, "I love you too."
Okay.
I sit here just turning, and there's nothing else to do, or whatever, right?
That's a good song.
Bam, yeah, and then it's like, oh, it's in color. He's talking about the photo now. Your hair is brown, whatever the fuck. No, and then it's like, fuck, I don't know, but whatever. And then it's, you got me turning, and I'm turning Japanese. I think I'm turning. Ready? It's he's jerking off to the photo. And it's the face he makes when he's jerking off. I'm not lying, dude. Whoa. It's like an actual joke about Japanese people faces. It's crazy.
Oh my God.
Yeah, dude. How fucked.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love that as a phrase.
I know, but it's such a good song too. Like so good.
Oh my God. Should we start saying that? To be like, the other day I was fucking, this girl had me turning Japanese, if you know what I'm saying.
Well, we could if we don't, But then the only way we'll be on SNL is, again, your sister letting us sit in the crowd.
Oh, my God. I was thinking about that, just being at SNL. I'm like, well, what if I literally had the thought of Lorne Michaels coming up to me in my seat and going, you come with me.
You have two podcasts, right? You have two podcasts going now? Yeah. And you just came out with an album? It's crazy. Do you want to maybe promote it?
We need another Bobby Moynihan
on Weekend Update.
I always think about them being like, we need another fat guy.
Yeah.
So
you're just fat Pete Davidson.
Yeah, that'd be great. So kid's got money. Kid's got enough money to take off all of his tattoos.
That happened?
I think that's what he's done. I read.
Does that look good now when people do that?
I actually saw one on someone recently. This girl was showing me one about, she went, yeah, I got a tattoo removed, and you can't see shit. She did say sometimes in the shower when it's hot, that fucking, it gets a red mark and you could see it. And I'm like, that's fucking cool.
That would fuck you up though if you have an edible and then go take a shower,
And then you're fucking turning Japanese.
Yeah, and you're just like life is good, and then you look down on your shoulder and Denise starts coming back up, and you're like, she's back.
Oh fuck, dude.
I could never get rid of you, truly.
I was thinking that because have you ever had an SNL audition?
No.
That surprises me, dude. I can't believe that.
Why?
Well, because you have friends on one of your good friends is the head writer.
Brendan, I got crazy rules in my head about what a man can ask and say. I'm a psychopath.
You got to get over that, dude.
I know. It's crazy. But yeah, no, never nothing. Like not even kind of a thing. No.
Wow, that sucks.
Yeah.
I've never had an audition either. I would like one, but
Yeah.
at the same time, I'm like, they'd have to do such a swipe that I wouldn't even exist. They would have to be
Oh
like,
yeah, dude.
this
Be
man
nuts.
does not exist on the internet at all. We'd have to get rid of every podcast I've ever had.
Yep. Yeah, you just have to text me. Lawrence Lawrence calling, and I'd go delete everything I've ever said about this podcast.
This is what you do. You get ahead of it. This is how you get over getting canceled. Okay. I watched a YouTube video about this. This is what you do. You get ahead of it. When you know that somebody is going to release an article about you or something like that, you release an article. It becomes war at that point. You release an article. You say everything that these people are saying are lies, unless they have you recorded or whatever. Then you figure it out as you go, and you go, you shit on them. You call them like liars and criminals, and you go, and then reverse the whole story. Plus, you fucking muddy the waters. You keep adding information to it. You keep adding information.
So in this right now, he's like, you say that they did it first. This is perfect. It's absolute panic, even when you're describing it.
I know. It's
you're living it.
Well, because you don't know what to do. You're like, do I could get ahead of this, but would that be me just fucking telling everybody about this thing?
No, you got to do the classic thing that used to work every time. It doesn't work anymore, which is like, hey, I go after all of them. All right, nobody is safe when it's me talking, and they go,
I'm
is
not
true.
prejudiced.
People used to say
people.
that. Yeah. They go, that is true. He does. He just calls him how he sees him.
Yeah,
that was people's defenses back then.
Well, dude, if you
he's fine.
You just keep.
It's clear. Let him host the Oscars.
You keep feeding information into it, because the more muddy the waters get, the more people stop paying attention. They go, "This is confusing. I don't care. Let him whatever." That's what you got to do. We have to start fucking treating this like it's fucking war. You know, we're comics. We're looking at these people that are trying to fuck up our lives and being like, "Isn't that crazy and evil?" But it's like we have to fight back. You know.
You think it's become a part of it now?
What do you mean?
Like, do you think it's a part of the war?
Yeah.
You're saying we have to fight back. Like, so do you think, say there's a big civil war within the country, do you think there's going to be smaller wars within communities? Because that would obviously happen, right? It's like if the country starts going crazy, then smaller pockets of the country start going crazy.
Okay.
And then do you think you're going to go and try to kill Lorne Michaels or something?
Maybe. It's very possible.
It's possible.
I mean, if I ever got SNL, they'd be like, well, he said he was going to murder Lorne Michaels.
That's what I was just going to tell you. I was going to tell you that's what I just did right now.
Yeah.
Not only did I make you say something that would make you not get SNL, I made you say that you would kill Lorne Michaels.
Brendan, take a seat. Take a seat at my desk.
And then he puts a gun and a knife on the table.
Yeah, and he goes, end my sorrow.
Yeah, end my life. You said you wanted to kill me on a podcast?
You said you wanted to. This is the same offer I gave Dan Aykroyd in 1975.
Yeah. Your choice, gun or knife.
I choose, if I were you, I'd choose the knife. You could throw it right out the window.
Far more poetic.
Yeah. Plus there's nothing that feels worse than there's nothing that sounds better than a knife puncturing a skin. You never quite get used to it. And live from New York, it's Saturday night.
And your host, Brendan Sagalow, thanks to his sister who totally hooked him up with this sweet opportunity.
Wow, guys, this is crazy. When I came here, I thought I was just watching the show, but my sister told me I had a big surprise.
Anyway, enjoy the show and your musical guest, Eminem from 2001.
And your musical guest, Eminem from 2001.
Everything went exactly how I ever dreamed.
That's so fucking funny. What a way to go. Plugs, baby. Let's do some plugs.
You can listen to my other podcast, Total F and Marks, on whatever you listen to this on. It's great. It's a good time.
And while you're doing that, fucking come over to Here's the Scenario. We just launched. We're live, baby. You don't even need to join the Patreon. You can listen to this show, like you listen to this one, just free and regular for you cheap bastards. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter. Follow our Twitter. We don't really do anything with it, but follow the Garbage Days
subscribe,
Twitter.
and watch our YouTube and comment in the things.
Yes.
Because we look at them.
Yeah, we do look at them.
Like, I don't know, but
I like
we do it.
Sometimes I respond to it. Yeah, and subscribe to our. Do you have a YouTube?
No, I mean I probably do, but I don't think anything's on it.
Well, subscribe to my YouTube because big things are coming. I'm fucking cooking some shit. Yeah.
Woo! He in the kitchen. He cooking in the kitchen.
And I'm gonna fucking
film.
Like
a song.
I'm gonna film myself slitting Lorne Michaels' throat. Just kidding. Please hire me. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next week. Bye.